All right.
Hello,
Hey,
Jeff,
welcome to Bitcoin Brodie and the Crypto Cadets. I'm Jeff Brodie,
and I'm Bill Shaltima.
and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got
Now,
some exciting news tonight. So, how are you doing today, Bill? Nice to see you
I
again.
I'm doing great. Feeling good. The weather's been a little bit damp, but that doesn't dampen my spirits. I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, doing well, doing well. I actually went out and braved the mist and went for
Uh-huh.
a ride on my bike today. A little damp, but
Yeah,
you know, it's just on the edge of being a little bit too cold for the hands without gloves.
yeah.
But other than that, it was a great day and a great day in crypto land. Very
Hmm.
interesting today.
It's always interesting. Every day there seems to be something to talk about, isn't there?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ethereum tips the 2,800 US dollar all time high. It's in a little bit of retraction, but the pressure's on. You
Yeah.
know, what's interesting is I pulled that chart up and that I posted in crypto questions and answers, right?
Hmm.
On news.
Yeah.
And where I took the numbers from last year and just applied the same multiples on the dates
Hmm.
this year. And I was looking at 2797
Yeah.
for April 29th. And
Okay.
today we hit $2,800. And it's kind of like just happenstance using the same multiples for the same date. I was like, wow,
Awesome.
that's cool.
Right. Now, we had talked our last show about how the fees and the speed of the transfer that you experienced was so positive, like minutes, and the fee was so low. Do you think that's part of why it's gone up?
Yeah, I think we're starting to see a rally. We're starting to see life come back into Ethereum because of, what they've done, and that's the Ethereum Foundation and the developers is they've increased the size of the block. They've increased the block size, and so what that means is more transactions go into a block. And a
Hmm.
block is what the Ethereum miners are validating against.
Yeah.
And so they're they're shoving in a heck of a lot more transactions,
Hmm.
and that's what's speeding up the network and bringing the gas fees down because the rewards that are distributed across the for the miners and the fees
Hmm.
is then divided by the number of transactions per block. So when you increase two or three times the number of transactions in
Hmm.
the block, then you're reducing your fees considerably. So yes, I think what we're going to see, Ethereum is going to rally because it brings back the viability of the
Hmm.
Ethereum network for the decentralized finance apps like staking and
Uh-huh.
liquidity pools and the smart contracts.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would talk about the gas fees being just so high and questioning whether to even get involved with Ethereum. But now that they've made those changes to the block size, that's going to attract those people back, but then also new people that wanted to but just didn't think it was going to be viable, especially for a newbie who isn't throwing down large amounts of money. It just wouldn't seem feasible. But now definitely it's much more approachable for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what really gave the rise of the Binance Smart Chain
Hmm.
was they brought out, even though it's a centralized network and there's more risk when you're working in a centralized network versus a decentralized autonomous network,
Hmm.
is that the fees were fractional, like fractions of a penny
Hmm.
for a transaction. So
Yeah.
the it just blew up the Binance Smart Chain between December, January, and now. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
that's
that's all good news, baby steps, your leaps forward in advancing, how everything works on the network, refining everything, and that's only going to make it even more attractive for people down the road. And, that's exciting. Not to mention all the projects that are going to be coming that we haven't heard about yet that are going to be just just so useful and valuable
oh,
to get
absolutely.
more people in.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming. I mean, we're going to see even more traction. I think once once we hit the summer, the July timeframe, where the the developers, the Ethereum Foundation, the Ethereum organization have announced the implementation of the EIP 1559. So that introduces additional security features, as well as it's going to introduce token burning. And so what that's going to do is that the some of the fees that used to get paid to miners are now going to be burnt off.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea with that is that every transaction is going to create a fractional token burn, which is going to bring Ethereum into a non-inflationary token. So it's going to eliminate tokens with every transaction.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's so that they can create more of a store of value like we get with a Bitcoin or a Litecoin, right?
Yeah.
Both Bitcoin and Litecoin have fixed token amounts. Bitcoin is 21 million and Litecoin is 84 million. Now, so Ethereum with the burning is going to create a deflationary token and therefore perhaps a store of value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have some options. More. Definitely.
Do.
Yeah. And there's how many projects are on the go? I think you said 10,000 plus or something like that.
Yeah, 10,000 plus. And that's exploding. And I mean, 10,000 was a number that I looked at, a month or two ago. I haven't looked at it, but I know it's there's projects launching every day. And it's if you think about with the decentralized nature of cryptocurrency and the crypto tokens actually being based on open source, it's very easy for people to come in and spin off projects.
Yeah.
If we take a look, I took a look at Dogecoin, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm like, well, what is Dogecoin based on, right? So I looked at, Bitcoin, then Litecoin, and from Litecoin there was another project. At the moment, it's just escaped me. And then Dogecoin was a fork from that. So a fork just means you take the code and you start coding your own stuff. So Litecoin took Bitcoin, they forked the open source code, and then they created Litecoin, and they went in and modified some of the aspects of code. They wanted to improve some of the efficiency of the execution, as well as increase the number of tokens to make Litecoin the utility token, whereas Bitcoin was the store of value. And then there was another coin that came out and the same thing. So Dogecoin, actually, the meme coin, is built on top of a fork off of the Bitcoin software. So there is actually a real blockchain, functional blockchain underneath Dogecoin. It was an interesting conversation that we had inside of cryptocurrency questions and answers news was, there's what we call Bitcoin season, then AltCoin season, and then, let's say meme coin season, right? I think part of what we're seeing, and other people have other names for it that aren't so eloquent, smart coins, though. But anyways, so it's, when we look at those, that I think what it is that those of us who've been around for a while, and those of us who take it very serious, and we talk about that, all coins, all cryptocurrency is high risk and speculative market, right? Only invest what you can afford to lose. And so a lot of people are a little bit negative on these crap coins, I'll call them, because they don't want new investors going in and thinking that they're buying something like Bitcoin where, you hold it forever and it just keeps going up. Because the unfortunate thing is that doesn't happen, right? You can see the value of the coin jumps and then it dumps, and it jumps and it dumps, so as you get these pump and dump actions. Elon Musk gets on and, so his latest thing was he changed his, was it his Twitter profile to change his name to the Doge Father, the Doge Father. Right. So,
he's also going to be on SNL, and they're ramping up another probably a pump because he's going to be on there. I think isn't that what's going on
Yeah,
too?
I seen that. I know it's gotten a number of people upset that he's on there, but it's like, you know what, I'm going to say this is that Elon Musk is a brilliant man, right? He might be a little twisted and, you know, but he's definitely got a brilliant mind, and with brilliance comes sharp wit. And, so I think that it could be surprising to see, his conversation if he's in the right mind. Maybe if he visits Joe Rogan and smokes doob again.
Yeah.
But it's like I say, it's interesting, and approach all of these meme coins, whatever the coins are, with caution, right? They are not Bitcoin, but hey, Dogecoin's in the top 5. Or top 10.
Believe it or not.
The top 10 cryptocurrencies. It's like it's oh my God. I know it's got a lot of the OGs, the old guys, rolling their eyes going, what the heck?
Yeah.
So the key is that I think that people can make money, people can lose money. It's just a matter of having a clear vision of what you're doing, to get in and get out. I dipped my toe in Dogecoin, and and my thoughts were just going to lose money on this. And I put a small amount of money in, and it started going down, and I just said, you know what, I don't. So I sold, lost $50 and said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I know people made $1 million. I just seen that that 30-year-old who in 30 days became a Doge millionaire.
Yeah, that's right. He put all of his life the guy that put 180,000 of his life savings in. That guy?
Yeah. So he had a really there's a good example.
Yeah.
He took a big risk.
Oh yeah.
And I don't advise this.
Yeah.
But he took a big risk. He got in, he got out.
Yeah.
That's the key. He got in, he got out.
Yeah.
Right? Because he knew that it's not a long-term thing.
Mm-hmm. But also, everybody knows what he made, including the government, including the IRS too, right? So
yeah, and I mean,
I know
that's okay. I mean, like, part of it is that we all know that if we're in the crypto space and we're doing trading, that there's going to be taxes payable, right? And find a good tax accountant, and get good advice to understand.
Yeah. And I was thinking last show, I thought, and I forgot to mention it, I can mention it now, that if you are an accountant, or if you are wanting to become an accountant, you could really have an edge if you have your head wrapped around crypto and taxes and how that works, because that'll give you an edge as an accountant, because this is going to be here, this is going to stay. And with the changes happening from it going from an asset to a store of value, it becomes currency, right? I mean, that's going to have implications. So that was the one bit of advice I was thinking could be helpful. Is that kind of have the corner all to yourself with I know all about crypto and I can help you with your account with your taxes here.
Yeah, and I'll put this out there: is that if you are a crypto tax accountant, and if you're knowledgeable about that, and you'd be interested in coming on and having a conversation with Bill and myself on the show, we would be happy to host you as a guest. So you can reach out to us, drop us a comment, and we can get a personal message going back and forth. We'd love to be able to bring a resource on who could talk a little bit about that in the jurisdiction that you serve. So I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be great. And on that note, we are also not a financial advising team.
Not at all.
Separately or together. We're doing this because we enjoy talking about cryptocurrency. We're involved in it. We love to share our stories and our passion about it. So this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only.
Yeah, neither Bill nor I are financial advisors, and nothing here is to be construed as financial advice.
Yeah.
So as I was showing on the banners, this is a very speculative market. People make money, people lose money. You choose, do your own research.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I was perusing the news on CoinGecko this morning, and I came across a headline that says Bitcoin dominance falls below 50% for the first time since June of 2018, and that is btcmanager.com, and it's on CoinGecko. If you go to the news on CoinGecko, you'll find this. So Ethereum and Binance Coin spearhead the altcoin season. So the altcoin season, let's see what it says. The shift in dominance coincides with the nondescript, tepid price action of the world's most valuable currency over the last few weeks. Following the plunge of valuation on April 18th, BTC prices have been gyrating at target ranges above 50K but capped at 60. We're getting a bit of oscillation going on there. Traders and investors are opting to stay away and adopting a wait and see approach. But I'll say this: smart money is going in. Right?
Yes.
We've seen billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars for smart money. So corporations and institutions are buying up altcoin at this price, or not altcoin, sorry, Bitcoin at this price.
Yeah.
And so this is what's going on. So we are getting a strong signal that altcoin season is coming, and that I think with the surge in price for Ethereum, rallied over $2,800 from 2650, 2670, and it had touched at 2,700, and then punched up to 2,800. So we're pushing towards that $3,000 mark. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
All of this is, it blows my mind. Like I said, I've said this a few times. 3 months ago, you couldn't have shocked me more by telling me I'd be doing videos talking about cryptocurrency and involved in investing with cryptocurrency, including, the top few, Cardano and Bitcoin and LTC, Litecoin. And yeah, it just is exciting. I'm learning so much, not only from our conversations in these videos, but just my own research and my own reading. And and you see it happen. You watch the markets, you watch the news, and you kind of listen a little more than you may have before, and you start to see the patterns. You start to see the effect of what's going on out there and how it affects what's happening on your little chart on your exchange that you use, your exchange app, right? And you go, okay, I see a correlation. I'm beginning to see the picture better. That gives you confidence to step into it even more and to, take it more seriously. And that's something that I've done. And this is one of the last things that we're going to talk about is, being able to actually implement cryptocurrency in our daily living, not just in purchasing, but also in selling. And as a relationship coach and an author, I have published a couple of pieces, and I was able to sell 2 books, just 2, but you start small, right? And I was able to sell them in using cryptocurrency as the payment method. And just before we went on, I was reflecting on that, and I thought, well, how often can you take something that you're investing in and also make money from it on something that you own, or that a service that you have, or a product that you have? If you're in the regular stock market, you can't do that, right?
That's
but
true.
With cryptocurrency, you can. If you're, I can easily set up to get paid with cryptocurrency with my relationship coaching. I do it with my books now. And, plus I'm investing in Bitcoin or another altcoin. And you have this you really begin to see the power of it and the control that you have as an individual over that. And I would like to use the phrase financial sovereignty. That's really your own wealth that you are creating by being involved in cryptocurrency. And it's really a very easy thing to do, and it's not hard at all.
Absolutely. That's pretty exciting. And that, I read the document published by Revenue Canada, again, not an accountant, not tax advice, But what they're saying is that this becomes a barter transaction. So you take the equivalent value in dollars, right? So when the person sends you the crypto, there is a spot price for the crypto that they're sending, so that it might trigger a tax event for them. And when you receive the cryptocurrency, that becomes your income, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes taxable at that point. So it's the CRA document is pretty easy to read for the way the Canada Revenue Agency looks at it. So just to be aware of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's exciting, and you get to choose the type of crypto that you want. Don't you?
Yeah.
Right. You're not, when you're managing it yourself, you don't have to just say, well, I can only take Bitcoin or Litecoin.
Yeah.
You get to choose what you want, and it's between the buyer and the purchaser to agree.
Yeah, and I posted that on the Crypto Canada Facebook group that we're on, and I had a few people commenting and asking about it, and how do you set your price, and what is the price? Is it based on the moment of the sale, or is that not on a certain amount of satoshis? And because books aren't very expensive unless they're a vintage of some sort, but my books are $16 a copy. So I basically went with what Bitcoin or the AltCoin was at the moment of the sale. And they simply just used my public wallet address to send me the crypto. And it's as easy as that. And it's easy to do when it's a one-on-one and you only have a small volume, right? When you start to see that expanding, you're looking at 100, 200, 500,000 sales, then you're going to have to look at it a little differently. And, where they just have an option to grab that wallet address without having to interact with you and send you the money. Then when that triggers a shipment or a booking for a service, right? So that's basically how I see that working out. The great thing is for the people that don't know about it, it opens up the dialogue, because they'll want to know about what is this cryptocurrency that you can pay, and I don't know anything about it. So that also gives an opportunity to educate people into entering cryptocurrency. Plus, it starts to show the validity of this space that we're in, cryptocurrency, so that people see that. And I think when people see other people using it with no fear, and they're going in and they're very confident, that helps them have confidence as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a little bit of a negative connotation around crypto payments because of the extortionary manner which it was introduced for ransomware, right? Most people only learned about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency when they encountered ransomware. So it was like your files, you have 24 or 48 hours and it's going to be X amount of Bitcoin, right? And so people think that crypto is for illicit or illegal activities. And that's not the case. I mean, Bitcoin is actually more traceable than fiat currency. Then, it's like if I hand you $100, there's no trace of that. If I pay by credit card, it's trackable. Pay by debit card, it's trackable. But it's like if I pay by cash, that's not traceable. If you pay by cryptocurrency, it's recorded in the public blockchain as if you're using a traditional public cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum or any of the myriad of other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, there is no underground economy with cryptocurrency, because it's all viewable, all researchable.
Yeah, there are some privacy coins like XMR, and I know that Litecoin is talking about a new layer coming on to a release called Mimblewimble, which will allow a payer and a merchant to hide a transaction for their wallet. So, for instance, if I send you a transaction out of my wallet and I use my wallet address where I have my coins stored, you could then go on to the Explorer and see how much coin I have at that wallet address, right? So unless I'm savvy enough to know I can create a new wallet address and I can transfer the money to that wallet address on the blockchain, that public crypto address, and then send from that and use that for my payment sending.
Yeah.
So, you know, a privacy layer on Litecoin would allow the buyer and seller to be able to determine if this transaction should have a level of privacy applied to it. So to protect your wallets and protect the wallets of both parties involved in the transaction. The transaction is still recorded and it's still viewable. It's just that the contents of the wallets are private. Now, you know, there was a big witch hunt, I'll call it, against privacy tokens by government, because for the exact reason of people using crypto to do money laundering and illicit activities. So that's the danger of these privacy cryptos. But it's a double-edged sword, right? It's like, yes, you can use it for illicit activities, but you can also use it for valid activities as well. There are times when you want money movement to be anonymous. Like, for instance, if you wanted to make a donation to an organization and remain anonymous, right? So there, you know, it's like, yes, it can be used for bad. It can be used for good as well.
Yeah, just like anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that whole process, you know, simple and easy and exciting for me. And because now I feel more of a part of something that's bigger than myself. And, you know, that's something I think that is very attractive for me, to be a part of something that is bigger than myself, that is going to be a benefit to society. A lot of good people are creating some fantastic projects, and their heart's in the right place, their intention, their motives are all in the right place. And that is really appealing to me. And so, you know, I'm very excited that I was able to do this. It was a great experience. And I think that people should look at it. If they do offer a product or a service, it's definitely an option to look at.
Yeah, it's simple. If you're a entrepreneur, you know, a consultant, home-based business, whatever you are, you can give the people that you're talking to, I also accept payments in crypto. Right?
Yeah.
It's not saying that, oh, I'm going to avoid taxes or anything. It's just that I'm giving you another option. Right? That's why, you know, I went out and got the Crypto.com credit card, so that I can, you know, I can put a couple $100 onto my Crypto.com credit card and I can get gas and groceries. So I thought, hey, that's really cool. Plus I get rewards paid in crypto. Yeah.
And the more you use it, the more you understand it, and the more comfortable you get with it, and the more people begin to do that, the next thing you know, it's rolling in even more into our lives as a form of payment and a form of payroll and everything.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely, we're in exciting times, very very exciting times, and you know, we're seeing crypto is evolving quickly. Applications are evolving, the networks are evolving. Crypto's here to stay.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to see through this altcoin season, we're going to see a lot of crazy activity. Things, you know, if we think we saw things blowing up now, when Bitcoin starts to slow down and go sideways, as it seems to be indicating, and as the article said, you know, when the Bitcoin dominance drops below 50%, this 2018 is the last time we saw that. Which means now we're triggering the altcoin season. So it just simply means that people looking for gains are going to need to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And Ethereum is an altcoin, but at, you know, a $300 billion altcoin, it's a pretty significant altcoin. So the risk is not, it's not a high risk coin like some of these other meme coins and stuff like that. Yes, it fluctuates in value, but it's been fluctuating in value and bumping the ceiling and knocking it higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's been very exciting times.
Yeah.
I dropped a comment here. Not your keys, not your crypto. Protect your crypto. Do not store your crypto on an exchange longer than you need to trade or stake. So if you're not doing something with your crypto, get it off and get it into cold storage, right?
Yeah.
There's a number of software wallets that you can run on your phone, on your computer. Make sure you generate your seed and your passphrase, and you write down multiple copies of that and store it in multiple places and locations. Test that you can actually restore your wallet. Whether you're using a ledger or Trezor, you can actually take your seed phrase and restore. You could restore your wallet on to a different platform. Test it out to see, can I read my crypto? Because it really is that the keys are not necessary. They're not storing your crypto. They're storing your private keys. Your private keys are what are necessary to unlock the transactions for your crypto in the various blockchains.
Yeah.
So inside of the Ethereum blockchain, inside of the Bitcoin blockchain, inside of the Litecoin blockchain, the private keys that are associated with your wallet give you ownership.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, you want that. So not your keys, not your crypto. It's like we talked about this 2 episodes ago, a week ago, I guess, Thursday. We talked about the Turkish exchange.
Yeah.
Going bankrupt, getting shut down, getting locked up by the government. So people who had money sitting on the exchange lost access to their crypto.
Yeah.
So that's something to consider. So also just wanted to mention that there are a number of things that you can do to protect your crypto, so setting up strong, unique passwords, making sure that the platform, the computer that you're using, the phone, the tablet you're using has all of the latest security updates on it, is running some type of a cybersecurity scanning software to make sure that it's clean and safe and secure. And you're only using applications that are released by their manufacturers, and you're guaranteeing that. That conversation a few weeks ago about the fellow who downloaded the Trezor iOS app.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Trezor has never released and does not have an iOS application for the iPhones or iPads. So there is no support. So if you're using a Trezor, you're Android, Mac, and Windows, but no support for iOS.
Yeah.
So just, I didn't specifically say that. It's like I'm not an iPhone user. So, my son is, but it's like I didn't think about that. And my son uses, he doesn't use the Trezor. He uses a Ledger Nano. So, it's like, oh, okay, there's something to think about. So it's that strong, unique password, enable your 2-factor authentication, better than SMS, use the Google Authenticator. And then within the trading platform, you can enable, you can set up your
biometrics.
The biometrics. You can also set up your phishing phrase, your login phrase. You can set up a trading password, email verification if you do a trade, SMS verification if you're doing a trade, and IP security. So IP security means that if you're logged in and someone logs in from another location and the IP address changes, or someone intercepts your login and it comes through as a new IP address, the platforms that have IP security would immediately log you out and ask you to log back in again. So when you're doing trading on your exchange platform, it's on mine. It's like, okay, what's your trading password? Give me your SMS password. Give me your Google Authenticator password. Give me your email. Give me the email code. right? And plus I have whitelisted wallets. So all of these come into place. It takes me 30 seconds, 40 seconds to do a trade, to authorize a transfer. However, it protects me, right?
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is that some people they use trading bots. And if you enable some of the trading bots, if they're on the platform the exchange that you're using, then that's fine, right? They're running within your safe and secure environment.
Yeah.
However, some of them may want to have an API connection to your exchange, and they may want to transfer funds. Now, this is risky and this is dangerous. This is not something I would advise, but just be aware that so that if you've whitelisted the addresses and an API tries to do a funky thing, or you've misconfigured your API when you're using an application like CoinTracker or Coinly to download transactions from your exchange for your tax purposes, if you've enabled whitelisted addresses for transferring, it protects you against someone getting in and moving money off your account. So there are a number of things that you can do within your exchange accounts to protect yourself. Go through, enable them all. If you don't understand what they are, you can go on YouTube and read about them. Go on to the exchange platform's knowledge base and their academy, their training. A lot of the, like Binance Academy, many of the exchanges have introduction to and knowledge about not only trading with their platform, but also an introduction to what cryptocurrency is. So some advice for you for security and protecting yourself, not your keys, not your crypto. And you'll see a lot of the old guys out there and gals, right? OGs, the experienced traders are going to be saying, protect yourself. That's what they're telling you, because, they've experienced a exchange closing and losing crypto, losing money. Hundreds, thousands, or some people hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So it's possible. So just be aware.
Be aware. Yeah. Do your due diligence.
Yeah. Do your own research. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So I guess the advice for the next few days, till we see everyone again, would be to watch for the altcoin season to start to pick up. Double check what we're saying, have a look yourself to see if that's what we're saying is what you're seeing, just to confirm. And don't be afraid to look at cryptocurrency as an option for payment if you have a service or a product.
Absolutely.
And have fun.
It is starting to be recognized as money in certain parts of the world legally. So that'll change the whole tax strategy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Bill, it's been a fun evening to chat again. Thank you for the people who joined us this evening and hung out with us for the whole time. We really appreciate having you here.
Yeah,
if you'd like notifications, you can go ahead on YouTube. You can subscribe, and you can like and subscribe and put on the notifications bell. We're going to give a minute after we go live on Facebook. We're going to do the countdown and the intro reel. Drop a comment. Tell us what you thought of that. It gives people a chance to jump on the stream so that we can, you're there when we start talking.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thanks, Bill. You have a great evening.
You too, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We'll see you later.